rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah. Better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum, as they say. And
Who says that?
We're back live on RomeBros.
Who is that?
Okay, so this really niche and obscure fighting game that I play called Guilty Gear.
Is that a niche? I feel like it's...
If I've
heard of it, it can't be that niche.
Well, you've probably heard me talking about it. Is why.
No, I know about it before I met you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had friends that played Guilty Gear?
I knew about Yo-Yo Lady.
Oh, damn, yeah, okay, so you are hip. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, there's a guy on there called Zato1. And he's kind of like a ripoff of Venom, but like with a little bit more like homoerotic undertones, I guess you could say.
What?
Yeah, man. Like,
as if there wasn't enough.
Well, right. It had to, but one of his alternate costumes is all white. So like the little symbiote monster that connects to him, like on his victory screen. Once he beats you, like there's just this big white glob, and then you sink down in it. So then they coined the phrase, "It's better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum." So like that's kind of.
Well,
yeah. So that's
makes you proud to not be a Guilty Gear fan right now, folks, doesn't it? Proud to not be a part of that community.
Oh man, it's pretty wholesome for the most part. Pretty wholesome for the most part.
Just talking about cum sinks over there.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know, actually. I don't. I'd rather not. Rather not know about the cum sinks. Believe it or not.
Sinking in the cum?
Yeah, not my cup of cum, as they say.
Alright, so yeah, we're off to a blazing
Hold on,
start.
I'm just messing everything up here. Okay, hold on. So it goes here, but then I have to rotate it. I see. All right, well, we got so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, like...
You just want to start with Arcane, probably?
I mean, you know how my memory works. You're definitely going to have to lead me into the topics, and then I'll slowly start to recall what I watched, you know? But yeah, we can start there, man.
All right. Well, what did you think?
Fucking Science Face, dude. How does he always end up like so wrong, or like so like the way he perceives things is like, you know, like he sees things the exact opposite of what's actually going on. Like, I think maybe that's why I hate him so much, is because he reminds me of myself in a lot of ways, in that way of like how could you misread this situation so terribly?
What do you mean? I don't think he's misreading any situations. Dude,
everybody was holding hands.
Were they? I mean, after he killed him, or maybe not killed him, injured him, everybody started, like, screaming, bro. Because they were all a part of a cult.
No. Those people, weren't they basically that universe's equivalent of, like, dope fiends? And basically just in the gutter of society, dope sick and, like, painful withdrawals trying to get that shit that they were hooked on?
Some of them might have been, but maybe there were some
who the very first guy he healed, wasn't they? Like, he was trying to rob him because they were withdrawing from that shit, dude.
But like, some of them were kids, bro. You think there were kids doped up on that shit?
You don't think there are kids that are born addicted to drugs?
I mean, maybe. I'm just saying.
That's definitely what
I'm just saying they were obviously having some of their humanity taken away from them. Clearly.
Bro.
Clearly, dude. I'm just saying.
Okay, so have you ever heard the term...
And Victor told Jace, Science Face, in your head, because you don't know names, to destroy the Hex Core, and he promised to destroy the Hex Core. Man. Where is the Hex Core?
Look a fucking...
In Victor.
Read the room, man. Like,
man.
Jinx and Violet were back together. They had the little mute girl there. They were bringing the monster guy out of, like, everything was, like, almost right. And then here comes fucking... What's it, Victor? Or is Jace? Is his name?
Jace is...
Here comes fucking Jace. Looking like Tom Hanks from Castaway. Like, where's he been? Like, did we get a fucking...
He got freaking trapped in the Arcane, bro.
What the fuck? When they do these time skips, though, that's another thing. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but that did kind of ruffle my feathers. From episode 3 to episode 4, there was an obvious time skip, but they didn't tell us how much time.
Yeah.
And I didn't really appreciate that, because it's like, oh, like, here's a stupid detective hat lady waking up out of bed, and then she's curled up next to Orphan Annie. Like,
I fucking hated that.
Like, yeah, what's the why? Like,
frick that noise, bro.
like,
That was so cringe. I was like, this. I did
man.
not need that in my life.
Unnecessary.
Completely.
But yeah, man, just shit like that. But no, what we're talking about, like you. So you think that he did a good thing?
I'm not sure. I don't think that really anyone's doing any good things. I don't think that what Victor was doing was necessarily good. Because what they found out when the Donger, Echo, and Jace all got lost into that big frickin' sphere thing, they realized that when they're messing with the arcane, anything they do that's good, something bad happens as a result. So all this good shit that Victor was doing, presumably bad shit was happening somewhere else. And maybe that's what Jace saw, and so he was like, I gotta stop this from happening.
Okay, so you're saying that I should reserve judgment until we watch the next 3 episodes?
Probably.
I mean, okay, in which there probably is, but have you ever heard the phrase, there's no free lunch?
No.
Like, okay, so it basically means that, like, anything that you do that, like, may be good in some way, like, there's gonna be side effects or, like, a drawback to, you know, like, an anime term from a show, Full Metal Alchemist, that I really love. Like, they call it equivalent exchange. So, like, you know, anything... Again, like, yeah, so everything, every action has consequence. Like, that's life, though, man. So, like, yeah.
What if they're really bad? What if what Jace saw in there was really bad?
I mean, but that hit bad to who, though? Like, would those people rather go back to being addicted to that shit, robbing people that they don't really even have any quarrels with, and in pain constantly? You know what I mean? Like... Who's to say what's really bad? You know, like bad to who?
Who's to say that making them a part of a cult is good?
It was better than what they had going on.
Okay.
They're living in the gutter in constant pain. This dude shows up. There's fucking butterflies and flowers growing and shit now, and everybody's just standing around chilling, man, helping each other, gardening and shit. You know, like seemed pretty. You know, it seemed like an upgrade from what they had going on, and for. You know, Jace to just show up, not have a conversation with anybody, you know, not assess the situation like, hey, are you guys here of your own, you know, free will? Nothing, just, you know, I don't know, man. Seemed like a bit of a rash decision to me, you know.
Well, at least now you have a reason to hate the guy you already hated.
Well, like I said, though, I think it's just because, like, I see a lot of quality. Like, granted, I'm no fucking, you know, scientific genius by any means, but just his... Like, how, like, easily he's manipulated, how, like, he just perceives everything wrong, you know what I mean? And it's just so annoying. It's like I'm outside of myself, where everybody else is like, hey, man, why are you making these dangerous weapons? And he's like, hey, look at this great innovation that's gonna save the world. And it's like, how can you not see what everyone else sees, you know? Like... people tend to
More people don't see what he's seeing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the, you know, that's the harsh truth that hurts, you know, when he makes me look in the mirror and I don't like it. So I don't like him.
Alright.
Yeah, man.
So don't like people that look like you.
No, yeah, not on the inside.
No.
Not on the inside. But I mean, there was a lot of other stuff that went on. Like, I think I kind of just harped on that. How did you feel about Jinx and Vi patching things up, man? And like,
I wasn't ready for it to be just that fucking easy.
Oh, so you figured? Well, I mean,
it was like took them like 10 minutes, and they were just like goody two shoes, you know.
They had a fist fight, and I think that the little girl kind of helped Vi kind of like calm down and be like, oh shit, like, you know, this little girl is like really attached to her. Maybe there's good reason for that, you know. And then of course, like, their dad being tied into it all, like, it would have been silly for them to keep, you know, being at odds after that being revealed, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Well, here's my thing, right? Because you're telling me about how you asked me the game takes place after the show.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then you said that kind of spoiled the ending a little bit.
For me, I mean, if, we know that, okay, their dad's Vander, we know that what he is now ends up in the game, so that whole cliffhanger of her pulling the trigger, Big Flash, who's going to be left afterwards, like, if he's in the game, and the game takes place after that, that kind of, like,
right.
shits on the cliffhanger
so I
a little
feel
bit.
like the game doesn't really take place after the show,
Oh.
per se. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, if the character existed in the show at some point, then it can be in the game.
Oh, so the game is kind of outside of continuity.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. I think it's more like that. Although I still do not think that there's any chance that Vander dies, not because he has plot armor, but because it's just not strong enough to kill him what happened to him.
Oh, so...
He is unbelievably strong.
Oh, shit.
Like, he was bleeding magma, in that last scene?
Mm-hmm.
That was fine. He was just he was essentially inside of a volcano and was just chilling. I mean, he wasn't chilling, he was screaming in pain, but
Right.
He was fine.
Yeah, still in
So he's not going to die. If anything, I think the kid's going to die.
And that's what's going to ruin the whole kumbaya between Vi and Jinx.
Yeah.
I think it's going to fucking, push her off the deep end.
Yeah.
That's why I was just so like, God damn it, Science Face, what have you done, bro? Like, they passed it up.
was good.
Right, like, we were on track, man. Like, and you just come along, stupid Science Face.
He had to complete his promise, okay? He made a promise to destroy the Hex Core. And he's destroying the Hex Core, He's just doing what he promised to do. How can you fault a man for that?
He was... Oh, man. Like, how could you not see that everybody was chilling, man?
Presumably he was stuck in the Hex Core, seemingly fighting for his life, it almost seemed like, for, a freaking month or some shit.
Well, and see, that's what
he had that big-ass beard, so, he'd seen some horrible atrocities.
Yeah, more time went by for him than what everyone else experienced, is what they were trying to convey there.
Did
right?
they? I don't know, because he was gone in the real world, too, for quite a while, because the crazy, what the fuck is going on here? This does not, what is going on here? What is happening here? Okay, hold on. The warmonger lady?
Mm-hmm.
She was there was a scene where she was trying to have some other scientists, do more research.
Oh, and that one guy got fucking vaporized?
Yeah. And then she was like, how could I have forgotten to secure the scientists? And implicating that, Jace has been gone for a while. Long enough for them to be concerned about it. Although it still could have been longer, for sure. I mean, who knows? But he didn't really have that big of a beard. I mean, his beard was this is me at a month. Jace's beard was what, maybe twice as big as this?
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad.
It was, well, no, because, he had some hang time. But see, again, people's hair grows differently, but I think I would say at least a quarter, at least 3 months.
Really?
Beard. Yeah,
okay.
No, he had a lot of fucking beard.
Yeah, he was stuck in there. Imagine being stuck in, some place where you have no perception of time, no perception of reality for 3 months.
Well, yeah, he definitely wasn't in his right mind, and you do have to take that into account. That is fair, but he
just fucked everything up.
He did, man. It was... They were right there, dude. Because Victor was on his way to, breaking Vander's mind free, and now, all of that's out the window. He would have been... I mean, granted, he probably still would have been stuck like that, but for him to be sentient in that body, that would have been... he probably would have had all of the power to do all of the stuff that him and... What was it? Ciprico? Silco. Yeah, Ciprico. That's...
Ciprico.
That's something else. But yeah, he could have probably achieved a lot of what they were trying to do, everybody, because, who's gonna be at odds with a fucking giant werewolf man?
Immortal werewolf man?
Yeah, that can, cry magma and be okay, I'm sure he would have been able to unite the underground, man. Like, and he fucked up everything, dude. Like, they were right there. They were at the finish line.
What I'm really curious to see is if they're gonna somehow revert Jace back. Because obviously that's not how he is in the game. To be clear, in case
he's
you didn't
shaved.
know. He's how he was like before that. Like at the end of season 1, that was like him in the game. So now he's like, what the frick is this? So I'm really curious if they're gonna revert him back somehow. He's gonna like shave and be like, what have I done? You know, I don't know. But yeah, he's not like that in the game at all. So we'll have to see what they do with that. Why am I making 2 of these? Well, it doesn't tell me to make 2 of these. I'm just doing whatever I feel like, apparently. Okay, what is going on here? I want this to be like right here. And then, bro, freaking, how do you feel about the, I don't think they even say his name. Well, they do say his name, but not the name that I know him by. The crazy mad scientist guy?
Oh.
The one who created the beast?
He's basically Mr. Freeze. You know,
explain.
Without the frozen gut, because that's Mr. Freeze's whole motivation for being a villain. Like, his wife had a terminal illness. He has to put her in this frozen tube because that's the only thing that keeps her barely alive. So all of his crime is to fund this crazy science project to try to bring her back to life. You know, it was a story as old as time. Like, I get it, but like, come on, man. Like, you're fucking causing all of this suffering over one chick. Like, would she even want to be back to life if she knew all of the horrible shit you had to do to bring her back to life? You know what I mean? Like, it's a pretty selfish and obvious villain trope. So, yeah, I hate his guts.
What's really interesting about him is him in the game, his game lore, the lore that was written before Arcane was made, is not at all consistent with the show Arcane.
Oh, so he's not just some simp that's like fucking trying to bring his wife back to life? That's not who he is in the game?
Well, it's his daughter, it's not his wife.
But which, I mean, still though.
No, he's not. He doesn't even have a daughter in the game. I don't believe. He's just a fucking mad scientist guy. He has no, like, reason to be mad in the game.
I would respect that more. I would respect, like, because, like, there's a guy like that in Bleach, which I've added that to the list I want to talk about. Like, but that could be way later. But there's a guy like that where he just is like, just want to know what'll happen, you know? Like,
that's pretty much him. I just want to do it.
I respect those mad scientists more, that they're not trying to just like, oh, it's for the greater good and think of all the people. He's like, no, man, I just, want to see what's going to happen.
Well, what's really interesting is that his daughter in the show is also a character in Arcane. And that's, like, the big one. Like, that's, like, the biggest continuity break that I could find between the show and the game. Like, everything else in the show versus the game, it's, like, makes sense, right? Like, the lore they've written before, it could still be the case. There's a couple things that you're like, that slight detail wouldn't match, but, like, all the major ones are fine, right? But the fact that his daughter is Oriana's lore in the game, she never died. She was never dead at any point. And here she is dead in the show. And it's just like, it's just crazy that they just did that. So that's why I'm kind of like, that's why I'm saying that Jace might not go back, because they're just like freaking
they're doing their own thing.
Yeah, which I mean is fine. I like it. I think it's good. It's just certainly interesting. For sure. Definitely interessante. Because if I showed you, let me show you Oriana, and you're going to be like, what the fuck? Because it doesn't really make any sense. Ugh. Oriana. What's a good picture of her? I mean, this one, as low res as it is pretty good. That's his daughter in the game.
I mean, it kind of looks like the lady in the tube.
Yeah, but she's a fucking robot. Are you missing the part where she's a robot, bro?
Well, okay, so maybe he had to, change his strategy a little bit.
I mean, presumably he does, but in the game lore, she becomes a robot because she gets sick, and she just slowly replaces every part of her body with a machine until she's fully machine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Which again, not how it is in the show at all. She's not slowly becoming a machine. She's just dead and presumably only going to be alive once she is fully machine. It's just very different, as I've said. So
yeah,
interesting stuff going on there, and I don't understand how they could possibly do my boy Echo like that and not have him in 3 straight episodes. How are they gonna do him like that?
Well, yeah, these next 3 it'll probably be mainly centered around him. You would imagine.
Has
anybody else been missing like that?
The dog. It's just him and the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of only had a small amount with Mel, where she was just trapped in the prison, and had like a couple scenes where she just was trying to get out. That wasn't super exciting. Bro, dude, the fan theories, bro, are going crazy over that.
Over what?
Over the crazy, you know how the Mel lady, what do you call her, dreadlock girl?
Mm-hmm.
She got, like, kidnapped by some magic
she's
thing.
Stuck in that whole thorn. I don't care about that one. I was this close to just fast forwarding that shit. Like, oh my god, dude! Like, just go. I don't know why I despise her so much. Like, I don't really see any of myself in her. So I don't know what that's about. But
no, I think that's just for the lore fanatics, because that whole, like, the group that she's being kidnapped by, you're not going to know this because it's not ever said in the show, but they're called the Black Rose. And their, like, whole MO is we do things secret. We're a secret organization. Like, they hide their identities from their own members so that they don't know who they are. So they're, like, super secret, so we don't know much about them. So the lore fanatic, like, any drop at all about how the Black Rose operates, freaking lore nuts go crazy over it. They're like, oh, I gotta analyze every frame 4 milliseconds at a time, you know?
Oh, man.
So they're going crazy over that shit. Oh, man.
Are they that popular in the game? Like, or is it just that not...
I think it's just the lore nuts like them.
Yeah.
Because they're mysterious, you know, they operate in secrecy, so...
Oh, so any new updates on them, they just kinda... That makes sense.
Pretty big. See, I don't think that those sections were not written for you. They were written for the lore nuts.
Yeah.
Not for you. But yeah, it's pretty exciting to see that. Dude, I'm really curious. This is, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, this is the final season. They're not making season 3.
Oh, so this is it.
This is it. This is all that's going to happen. Now, they do plan to make other shows with the same studio within the same universe. So, you know, it's not like it's just... We're never going to have more League of Legends. They're going to milk this till it's dry, of course.
It'll just be about different people?
Yeah, it'll just be different people in different regions. Which I think is really cool. My only thing is like... Where are they going to go next? Man, that's like... I think that's the question everyone's asking.
Well, how many... Because, I mean, you mentioned that there were cameos, but, like, are there still a bunch of champions that they have yet to even scratch the surface on or show in the show at all?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are just still after, I guess, this show, but oh my gosh, the freaking... Dude, nobody caught this who doesn't know the game. Even people who probably play the game probably didn't catch it. In Act 1, when Jinx, Vi, and Caitlyn were fighting, where they were at, when... Jinx was like, remember when our dad told us a story about some magical lady that saved people? You probably don't even remember that at all. I don't know her exact words. But then they showed a vent, and on the vent there was a lady. The Lady of the Wind, I think they called them in the show. Mm-hmm. And that's Janna from League of Legends. Crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, you didn't. I wouldn't expect anyone to. But it was cool to see him there. Because Janna, like, would not fit in the show at all, but she is from Zaun, so it was cool to see her at least referenced there. And then obviously the Orianna reference was there, but they're missing Zeri, they're missing Zac, they're missing Twitch, they're missing Blitzcrank. I feel like Blitzcrank has to be in Act 3. He there's no way they don't give us Blitzcrank. Like, you have to. You can't not. Urgot, nowhere to be seen. Which is crazy. Like, you already have Noxus there. Why not Urgot?
Now,
what is going on?
Who are these people?
So Blitzcrank.
Well, I looked at. I'm talking about Noxus, and you said
So Noxus is the empire that the warmonger lady is from.
Oh, okay.
So that's like a country. So Urgot was a general or something. He was something for Noxus. He was there. He was a cool Noxus guy. And then he got like backstabbed and betrayed by another fellow Noxian because, they're fucking douchebags over there. And he was sent to be in a prison in Zon, deep in the underground. And then, I'll just show you a picture of him. And you can figure out on your own what the fuck happened to him.
Oh.
So, why don't they just, they've already got Noxus there, where's our boy Urgot?
Maybe they're still constructing him.
even, well, they could just, pre-construction Urgot. They could show him being, taken down into his prison or something like that. I don't know. I don't know, there's a lot of opportunities there for Urgot to just at least be cameoed. Like, when they freaking when the Zon and Noxian people raided the memorial service, Yeah. Why the hell wasn't Urgot there? That would have been a perfect opportunity to just bring Urgot out. Yeah. And they were just like, nope. It's just like, okay.
Alright, I didn't want to interrupt the flow, man, but I have made zero progress.
That's fine.
Where the fuck do they want me to put this one small piece here? I can't... Where do they want that? And then there's this thing. I don't see how that lines up. I'm hard stuck, as they say in the video game world.
Well, this... I don't know where you got this piece from.
That's this deal.
Okay. You've skipped over. Boom. Bam. That's why I think you did this step before this step.
Yeah, but that didn't make sense either, though. I tried that first.
So this one goes like that. And then there's the second one.
Yeah. Okay, I did skip a step.
Uh-oh. Where did it all go wrong?
Yeah, that goes upside down. You gotta kind of drop it in there.
There's nothing else holding it? Okay, sure. And then this one goes right there. Oh, frick.
Okay, I think you got me back on track.
And then you can do your 205.
Yeah, right on. Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... But yeah, okay, in which I almost, the last time we were talking about League, I almost spoiled some stuff for you with the whole Hex Tech deal. But when they got invaded, though, that was old Science Face's technology, wasn't it? That they were using in that invasion? For the memorial when those guys came storming in there? It wasn't?
No, that was all Shimmer.
Ah. Oh, so the stuff that Victor was helping people beat their addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's still a blunder for Science Face. If you look at it like that.
Everything's just a blunder for Science Face.
I just calls him like I sees him.
Poor Science Face, man.
Yeah, man.
He didn't do anything wrong.
He's not trying to. I will admit to that. He's really...
Are you sure? With this latest action of his, seems like he was kind of trying.
He's just so wrong, man. He's just so wrong about it.
Strayed from the path.
Yeah, dude.
It'll definitely be interesting to see. By the way, for all those who don't have any idea what the fuck we're talking about and are still watching, why are you still watching? Second of all, we're talking about the great show Arcane. It's on Netflix. You should definitely go watch it. We've spoiled everything, but if you watch this far not knowing what's going on, let's be honest, you probably weren't listening anyway.
Or, just maybe they're just getting our interpretation of it,
Yeah, so go watch it. It's great.
It's a good show. It is. I was skeptical, but I am a believer. Especially, like I said, that last 2.5 minutes of just oh no, please don't let this happen, stop, and she's just still running head first into all of the players. You're just stop, somebody stop her,
somebody stop her.
Oh man.
And then she pulls the trigger.
It's just huge explosion. Oh, what I've been meaning to ask you, have they ever explained why Jinx has these crazy teleportation powers?
Because when her life was saved by Sin, she was injected with Shimmer.
Oh.
And Shimmer, turns you into a fucking freak.
But it just affects people differently then?
Oh, I think it's the doses and where it's applied and stuff. She doesn't really have straight up teleportation. She's really fast.
Well, like, she kind of, like, blinks ahead in time a little bit, it feels like. Like when the big guy was trying to hit her and she's just, like, bamfing around him.
Yeah, she's just really fucking fast.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, is she addicted to Shimmer? Does she have to...
No, I don't think she's an addict. She just
had that one dose and was good?
Yeah, well, that's I mean, like, when they first made the Shimmer, right? Like, Shimmer in Season 1, like Act 1, Season 1, it was so crude. And pretty much anyone who took it became addicted to it. Like, that version of Shimmer. But the newer version of Shimmer, they've kind of regulated it now more.
So she got a more refined
They've
dose.
Perfected it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The singed guy, the mad scientist, has perfected his craft.
In hip-hop terms, they would say that her dope was not stepped on, if you will. Because, like, when you get dope from over the border, like, they'll cut it with, like, baby powder or fentanyl or, you know, other stuff to, like, stretch it out, you know, and be able to sell more by diluting it with, like...
Well, I think it actually was diluted, the one that she got. Because if she got a full-on strong dose, then I think she would have just been a monster, but...
Oh, man. Okay.
I'm not sure. Whatever they did, it's clear that the Shimmer has been more healthy for someone to take in the right terms than previously.
She got the tofu Shimmer, did she? Or the vegan Shimmer?
I'm not sure what you're going for, but yeah, sure, dude.
Yeah. Non-low fat Shimmer, maybe. Alright, yeah, I'll stop while
You gotta get ahead. You gotta keep going until you're ahead. Then you can stop.
Ozempic Shimmer? No, that's okay. But yeah, man.
Where's our freaking boy Urgot at, dude?
So, how do you hope things are resolved? Are you wanting a kumbaya moment where Vi and Jinx are on the same page, or...
You can't use this version of... Well, that's my thing, because in the game lore, now again, they're obviously not sticking to the game lore 100%.
Yeah.
But in the game lore, Caitlyn and Vi are like in a never-ending cat and mouse trying to find Jinx. That's the game lore.
Okay.
So I'm under the impression that somehow I'm thinking maybe the girl dies, right? The kid dies.
Yeah.
Jinx loses her mind, runs away, for some reason never wants to see Vi again, even though they were obviously pretty freaking happy. And then Vi teams up with Caitlyn to find Jinx. Caitlyn's reason is because she's a criminal and wants to bring her to justice, and Vi's reason is because I want to see my fucking sister again. But they just team up because they have the same goal, and then the show ends with her, presumably, with Caitlyn putting on her hat. That's the thing that...
fucking hat.
No, not that hat. So Caitlyn in the game, her when you think Caitlyn in the game, you think of her gun, and you think of her fucking top hat. So she has this really goofy-ass looking purple top hat, and they have not yet brought it out.
Uh-huh.
And I think they would be a disservice if they didn't at least show, like, a split second with her wearing that hat.
So, okay, that hat, though, is she not any longer a part of that royal guard that she's working for? Or is that still...
Well, she was never... I don't think in the game she was ever, like, doing that. But
So, you do think at some point she's going to leave that military outfit and just be, like, a rogue detective?
No, she's always a part of the Enforcers. In the game, she's an Enforcer, but I don't think she's, like, a... I don't know what she is.
Like
I don't think she's as high as she is. I think she's high, but she's not like what is she, the general or something?
Right. Like, yeah, what the hell?
I think she might like retire that a little bit. Or maybe she doesn't, I don't know. But she has to wear the hat. That's what I'm rooting for. Oh, and then so Victor, okay.
Oh.
Let me tell you about Victor in the game. Because obviously he's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Okay. So Victor in the game is a machine. He's like replaced a lot of his bodies with machine. Replaced all parts of his body that rely on emotion with machine.
Oh shit!
And I think they really teased that at the end of Act 2. You know, Victor was like, "I see it now. Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Same thing that makes us great brings us down." You know. So I think Victor is going to like somehow survive
and remove his emotions.
And replace it with machine.
Fuck.
So, I think that's what's going to happen to him. Jace, I got no idea what they're going to do with Jace. With Vander, I think the mad scientist... I think Vander's going to be, like, put out a commission in the fight. I don't think he's going to die, but he's going to be, like, unable to fight. And I think the mad scientist is going to drag him back to his lab and continue where he left off. And then we obviously still need Echo to get his time travel powers. Naturally.
Oh, shit! So wait, how far can he travel in time?
In the game, he only gets, like, 6 seconds or something.
Okay.
But there's, like, some lore, some comic lore. I think he can get, like, 3 minutes or something. So he doesn't get, like, a ton of time, but he can rewind.
That's enough to make a huge difference. And, oh, dude, I think you just kind of spoiled what's going to happen.
I don't think so, man. We never know.
Well, yeah, which we don't, but okay. If they don't want to make pussies like me super sad and kill this little girl.
Kill the girl.
Yeah, maybe Echo's going to show up and rewind time in a few seconds and, like, drag her away from the explosion, you know?
Yeah,
so be. Jinx doesn't go off the deep end. So you've given me a little bit of hope.
I mean, I for the girl, I think a lot of people need hope for the girl. I think you don't need hope for the monster. The monster's living. He's living. There's no way he dies from that, man. He's too strong. Dude. Not even because he has plot armor. He's just too powerful.
Just too durable.
Yeah, he's just...
Goodness.
He's not gonna take that. He don't care. He don't give a fuck.
Goodness.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm super excited. I don't know that I'll have time to watch it today, but I'm definitely gonna check it out as soon as I'm able.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it today, like right after this, right when I get back home. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
Damn,
it'll be a good time. I am really excited to see what Echo and the Donger do, how they get out, how they save the day.
Yeah, which that's what it's kind of setting it up for. I feel like that they're gonna come swooping in and maybe the Donger can shake some fucking sense into Jace, man, and just. Man, get your boy, Donger. What is he? Like, gosh, man.
Jace, my boy.
Yeah, like, fuck. Talk some sense into that motherfucker.
Well, he was trapped in the orb for 3 months, okay?
Which, it's just... That's what I'm saying. I understand, dude. I really do. It's all justified. It's just... so wrong. It's just the wrong move, man. Every time. He's always on the wrong side of shit.
Just how it is. Just unlucky, man.
Yeah.
Just an unlucky time.
Guess it do be like that sometimes.
It's gonna be great. But I do where they're gonna go next, man. What is the next show that they're gonna make? I'm wondering because like a really easy target is more Noxus because they just go everywhere, right? Their whole thing is we go around the world and we fucking try to conquer it. So they've kind of been everywhere. So anywhere they go, they kind of are gonna run into Noxus again. But I'm wondering if they don't want to do that because they already had at least a little bit of Noxus going.
So are these people, they're just like warmongers then and just try to conquer everything?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, and you kind of get that vibe from the mom, so that makes
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their whole thing. That's their whole spiel. Notably, there was, because they've been trying to take over Ionia in the game lore. They've been trying to take over that place, which is like huge. It's like pretty much like the size of Asia, essentially.
Yeah.
And they've been trying to take that over. And there's like, I think the war is like probably still going on, or maybe they finally gave up. But there was like a really famous war where it was pretty much like, I don't know if the 300 win. I think they actually ended up dying. But it's like, they were outnumbered. Lost. The Ionian forces were outnumbered massively to the Noxus forces, but they held their ground.
Ah.
I don't know if they necessarily won the battle, but they didn't let Noxus advance. And that's like a big lore point in the game lore. So they could do something with that. That'd be exciting. I'm really hoping for... I want them to go to the desert land. Into the desert. There's like a pretty much an equivalent of like ancient Egypt.
Oh, damn.
In the game lore.
Okay. And
they don't really get hit by Noxus at all, as far as I know. But if they went to... Because the place is called Shurima. And it was like a big, huge empire way in the past. And then it fell. And it fell from grace. Yeah. I would love to see pre-fall.
Oh, okay.
Shurima.
To see how
I think that'd be sick as fuck.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
There's this HBO show called Rome that like kind of touched on like ancient Egypt shit, and yeah, that type of stuff is awesome.
Yeah, I think that's my vote for where they go. Obviously, they're not going to consider my vote, but we'll see what they do. They have a lot of options. I'll tell you that.
Well, now, do you think there's already something in production?
I would think they were running ideas probably right now. I would think if they don't already know what they're doing.
Well, it'd be cool if they did like give you guys some kind of fan vote on that. You know?
No, they're not gonna do that.
Well, because I mean, if they didn't go with the certain fan base, then that would just piss them off.
Yeah, they're not doing that. I think they're just gonna pick whatever is best to still tell a story for, and I'm okay with that. Whatever they think they can tell the best story with, they should choose that. Because I mean, it took them 3 years to make season 2, and it was freaking well worth the wait. I'll wait another 3 years for whatever they decide to come next. I don't care. I'm loving it. Ba da ba ba ba.
Yeah.
Freaking McDonald's out here, bitch. So, it's a good time. All right. Well, it's not letting me open
the Discord
because my computer's been old as shit.
All right. Well, I'll sneak a peek on my end.
Get in there.
See what we got. The cord. Where did we leave off? Do you remember?
I don't freaking know. It's way up there, man. We haven't. We go through these things way too slow.
Okay, so.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, we talked about great heroes and villains. Did we talk?
Yeah, that was about it.
Spooter.
Spooter. Yeah, we talked about the spider story.
Oh, okay. So that's what.
Should be below the.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of random ones from me here, like Ghost episode. That's one that we were wanting to. Did we talk about how much it sucks having a beard?
No, we did not. I did see you put that one in there, and I do have to agree with you. No shave November. Look at this. Oh, it's horrible. Let me shave it, please.
But like as a kid, man, how much did you look forward to having a beard?
None.
Oh, so you never wanted one?
No.
Oh, see, this is like a horrible like monkey paw wish for me, man. Like I wanted a beard so bad, dude. Like
rookie mistake.
Yeah, man. Like and just it's awful. Everything about it just like sucks. Like you can never enjoy a bowl of soup again. You can't fucking. I don't know, I just feel like it was like...
You can't enjoy a bowl of soup?
No, because then you're wearing it, It's like, you ever like... Or like, you take a drink of cocoa, and you got like a bit of a...
I don't think I've ever let my beard get that big.
Couple of... Even your mustache, though. Like a couple weeks, you've been kind of pushing it where you're going to shave your mustache, and then you just take a drink of something, and now your face is just like... You got snot running out of your nose for the rest of the day.
I can't say I recall that, unfortunately. But
it sucks, dick.
I mean, the longest I go is no shave November, and that's 1 month. So I shave usually like once a week or once every other week.
Yeah.
November.
Yeah, I try to get in once a week, but usually it's every other week.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a fucking chore.
It really is. That's what I hate about it so much. Is it's just like, you just gotta keep shaving it, and it just sucks to shave it every fucking time.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Or the one time where you're just like, oh, I can wait till tomorrow, and then you wake up and you got like 8 hair bumps that are just excruciating, and it's just like, God damn it, dude, you couldn't give me one more day?
Well, my thing is usually when I'm like finding a hard time falling asleep because my beard is rubbing against my bed.
Oh,
That's when I'm like, all right, it's time to shave.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. Can't even go to sleep without my beard getting in the frickin' way.
That's bullshit. It really is.
Yeah. What was the point of it? Like, what did it provide to our ancestors?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
did it keep their face warm in the winter?
Probably.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah. There's evolution for you.
Yeah, freaking just suffer through the cold, losers.
Yeah. Or just wrap the fucking squirrel around your face. Like the rest of the squirrel that you didn't eat or whatever the fuck they were hunting back then. But yeah, beards are... What a fucking scam.
What a scam the beardsies are.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're definitely not good. But it is what it is. brother.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so that's beards.
Beards.
If you're looking forward to them, kids.
Let us know if you're one of those beard enjoyers. Let us know why you enjoy the beard. I know you're out there, freaking weirdos.
I think the one rational thing or the only rational thing I can think is that, like, for guys that just don't like the shape of their face, you know, you got a little bit of extra something to hide behind. Because, like, for me, I don't like having, like, the sideburns right here, but if I were to shave my cheeks, like, that's where I get razor bumps the worst. Like, so I just leave a little bit of hair right there to not look like a fucking uncheesed piece of pizza. You know what I mean? Like, but, that's the only thing I can think as to why you would want a whole fucking shag carpet on your face.
Yeah, I can't even imagine that.
If you just, like, you know, because there are certain guys that just don't, you know, like the shape of their face, or, like, if you don't have that superhero jawline, you know what I mean? You can just grow a beard and no one will know. But,
alright.
That's the only rational thing I can think.
I don't even know if I call that rational, but alright.
You would, you know, want all this extra fucking... Because they itch, dude, and they hurt.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If a hair...
Is it like if it gets to a certain point, does it stop itching? Like if you get it big enough, is it like no longer itch?
I don't see how.
I don't either.
Because you still see those guys scratching their faces and, you know, like...
And they just deal with it? They just put up with the itch?
I guess, man. But, like, yeah, ingrown hairs are, like, that's some of the worst pain, man. Like, fuck that noise.
Fellow beard enjoyers, we need to know.
Yeah,
Let us
why?
know in the comments below, please.
Why?
We must know.
What do you get out of it, man? Is it just...
Some sick pleasure.
Yeah. Well, and again, this is just me reaching from, like, my own experiences, but, like, in middle school, high school, I used to have a giant afro, you know what I mean? And that was maintenance and, like, fucking a nuisance, but it was something to hide behind, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't the sweaty fat kid, I was the kid with the giant afro.
Anyone with a beard just has low self-esteem?
I mean, why else would you not want to show your face? You know? What are you hiding behind, beard enjoyers? You know, like...
That's gotta be this. What are you hiding behind?
Yeah.
Beard enjoyers.
Shit.
Holy
Show
shit.
your fucking face, man.
The world wants to see you.
Yeah.
Show it. Show your face. Oh, man. Alright, what's next?
I don't know. Killing in the name of PB&J? I don't know what the fuck I was talking about there.
We were talking about something. Oh, you were like, it was like if your parents told you you had a peanut allergy when you didn't.
Oh, yeah!
And you went your whole life without peanut butter and jelly. Would you feel enough wrath towards your parents to murder them?
Yeah, I don't think I'd be mad enough to kill. I would definitely be upset. But
you wouldn't be mad enough to kill?
No, man.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Interesting.
But, like, okay, so, like, my favorite food is probably chicken wings. And, like, if I went through my entire life thinking I was allergic to chicken wings and then I found out I wasn't, like, again, I would be super upset. But then, like, just think of all of the chicken wings I could eat and enjoy in my later years now, you know, to where, like, because, you know, my metabolism's not the same. I don't digest shit the same. You know, so, like, really bad, greasy shit I can't really eat anymore. So if I hadn't spent a lifetime eating that, you know, so it might be a blessing in disguise in that sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, shit, like, party time now, you know?
No.
No?
I mean, I don't think I would kill anyone over it. Naturally.
Yeah.
But, I mean, some people might not be able to walk. You know what I mean?
Damn! So you'd break some kneecaps.
No, I would just, like, you know, find out what they're allergic to and make them eat it.
Make them eat what they're allergic to for tricking you into thinking that you were allergic to PB&J. Would you say that's your favorite food?
Yeah, I don't know. It just takes so long to make. I think that's the problem with it.
PB&J?
Yeah.
It's like the quickest thing you could make.
What are you talking about, man? It takes so long. You have to get the bread out. You gotta get a knife, you gotta get the peanut butter, you gotta get the jelly out. Okay, you're like 30 seconds in. Okay?
Yeah.
You then gotta open the peanut butter. You gotta stick the knife in there. You gotta scoop the peanut butter out. You gotta try to spread it on the bread without tearing the bread, which is like the hardest thing known to man.
Well, see, okay, it would add another step, but man, that's why you toast them shits. You know, then you're not running the risk.
Yeah, okay, you want to add that? Okay, well, now you're toasting it. You got to wait even freaking longer. Okay. Like, it's just crazy.
Okay, well, riddle me this. What's a shorter meal than fucking, like, other than, like, cereal?
Well, cereal's definitely faster. I would argue that chicken nuggets are faster because you just put them in the oven, and then even though you got to wait 10 minutes, you can go do whatever you want while you're waiting.
10 minutes?
Yeah, for chicken nuggets.
Yeah, dude, like, are they even crispy in 10 minutes? Like,
yeah. Maybe 12.
Like, you 10 minutes, you flip them over, you give them another 10 minutes, man.
I'd be burned at that point.
Eating soggy nuggets, man.
But no matter how long it takes.
Okay, yeah.
Right? The only thing that you're doing is taking them out of the freezer and then putting them in the oven. That takes like a minute.
So it's not necessarily time, it's effort.
Yeah. Say effort. Whatever you want to say. The point is it's I gotta sit there making the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I can't be doing anything else other than focusing on making the peanut butter and jelly sandwich for freaking like 5 minutes. And that's just too long. That's just too long for me.
Oh no, man. You'd be hard pressed to find an easier meal prep than PB&J.
It's just too long, man. I don't like food. It's not worth putting any sort of effort into making my food if I'm not even going to enjoy it. Oh, shit.
Damn.
It's crazy out here.
That is crazy, man, that you just... There is nothing that you eat that just brings you, like, like...
No.
Man.
Not unless someone else made it. If someone else made peanut butter and jelly, maybe. But then, like, they probably just made it wrong, let's be honest. Like, there's no winning. You just can't win, you know?
But, I mean, that may just be me not being able to see beyond myself, but I just feel like you haven't eaten the right thing. Like, you haven't come across that right thing to just...
Right, in 25 years, I've just never encountered the right thing.
Well, dude...
Despite, like, everyone around me constantly trying to help me find the right thing. For 25 straight years.
Yeah, but, okay, how often have you given in to those people trying, though?
Not very.
Okay, so there you go. And that's not me trying to get, like, because I have experienced a lot of that throughout my life. And people go, just try it. You gotta trust me. Like, I totally understand that plight. And I'm not, this isn't me trying to get you to, you know, try other things. It's just like, you know, as a fucking career fat ass and, you know, an enjoyer of terrible foods, I just, you know, that bliss that you get at a Cold Stone Creamery, you know, when you got a fucking waffle cone filled with terrible shit, you know, or
See, I just don't get that, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Just not a fan. Not a fan. Well, that leads us into another thing that was on the frickin'... I put it on there somewhere. I don't know how much further down it is. I think it's pretty soon.
Yeah.
But frickin' when they were asking about that stupid, like, what are you thankful for?
Oh, right. Yeah, I was curious about what you were talking about.
And they were like, you know, they were like, oh, what's a favorite Thanksgiving tradition that you do? I'm like, you are asking a man who does not like food what his favorite thing about this holiday that you just eat food is. Are you shitting me? So, you know, I tried to be like, you know, just try to be kind of chill about it. I was like, well, you know, I don't really like food, so I don't really enjoy much about anything about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And they were just like, oh, come on, there has to be something. And I'm like, you fucker. I'm like, I was trying to give you a nice answer where I didn't have to engage, but here we go. You know, so I was like, well, you know, my main memory of Thanksgiving is hiding in my room with the door closed and stuffing a towel underneath it so I don't have to smell anything. You know, and I'm like, you pushed me to this point. I gave you an easy way out. You could have just been like, man, that's unfortunate. Like, here's the next person.
Right.
But no, they had to push it. All right? So that's what you get. Freaking losers. And then, okay, this is the thing that really rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, like, okay, pushing me, sure, whatever. You know, I understand that people don't understand my issue with food. You know, it's not something they can relate to. Okay, whatever. I get that. But then they're like, oh, wow, Marcel, it's really admirable of you to stick to your guns on that. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean stick to my guns? You think I just sit here and just choose to not like food? You think that if I could just like food, I just wouldn't just so I could stick to my gun? No! Okay, this isn't like a choice that I make. This is just suffering.
Damn. I didn't even think about it like that. So, like, in your mind, it would be easier to just like food.
Yes, I would love to like food, man. I don't understand why people are just like, oh yeah, he just chooses to dislike food. Like, no! I don't choose that. I wouldn't choose that for anyone, man. It's horrible.
Man.
You have any idea how freaking hard it is to go on a date when you don't like food? It's ass, man. You got any idea how horrible it is when everyone's like, oh, what should we do? Let's go out to dinner. And you're just like, well, here I fucking am. It's dicks, bro.
Damn.
It's
dude.
horrible. I don't understand what I'm missing here. What's going on?
Well, see, but then that makes me circle back to, like, wanting to, like, you know, as another finicky eater, like, offer up some stuff that, like, I actually, like, can enjoy, because I know what that's like, being, like, just sitting at a restaurant, especially, like, if someone else is paying, and you're just like, yeah, I'll just get the chicken strips, you know?
Oh, man, that's the worst, bro. You're at a restaurant, like a fancy restaurant.
Right.
And you either, like, have to order, like, the fucking shittiest thing on the menu. You know, like the most basic crap there is.
Or
you know, that you can get anywhere else. Yeah, or off the kids menu. That's another one. Another classic. Or shoot, what I've done many a times is you just bring your own food, and then the waiter gets to you, and like, what are you having? Like, oh, I'll have nothing, and then you freaking pull out your peanut butter and jelly sandwich from your pocket.
Oh,
you know,
man.
like, it's horrible, man. And people are sitting there thinking, like, I'm sticking to my guns, as if I would choose that, as if I would willingly choose this level of suffering. Yeah, right, dude. Good God. Get out of here with that.
Well, hey, man.
So freaking crazy.
I feel your pain, brother.
Stick to my guns, yeah. Yeah, it's real quick, you know. I like suffering, yeah, it's my favorite. You know, those people who get cancer, I just really appreciate them sticking to their guns and going through chemo, you know, it's just really good for them, you know. Like, what the fuck, man? It's ridiculous.
God damn.
Can't make this shit up, dude.
But yeah, no, man. Like I said, I can definitely relate to all of that. That shit is real.
Oh yeah, that's a bad time. That was just crazy. I was just like, you're gonna ask a guy who has made it very clear over the last 2.5 years that he does not like food. You know he doesn't like food. You know it's not like a joke. Like, you brought food in, he has never once ever considered eating it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna ask him what his favorite part about Thanksgiving is. Like, all right.
Did you guys have...
so you're asking a Jew what their favorite part of Christmas is. Dude, it's
no.
fucking insane.
Well, you know that might be coming up.
Well, I'm not Jewish.
Oh, my bad. But, so did you guys have your holiday party?
No, I'm not going to be here for it. It's in December on my vacation.
I thought they were doing something for Thanksgiving, though, too.
Yeah, they just brought food. It was just a food day.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay. That was on my birthday, actually. What a great fucking birthday present. I had to smell food all day.
Oh, damn. Well, happy birthday, man. How old are you now?
25.
Right on. Okay.
In the year 25.
Did you do anything?
No.
No?
Why would I do anything?
I don't know, man, because you're halfway to 50. It's like isn't that like a milestone moment?
I mean, maybe, but like, it's just any other day, man. Just another day on the job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't no rest for the wicked, right?
No, there is no.
As we've determined many times.
And we did establish that.
We have established that.
Shit.
Where does this go?
What else we got?
We might be out of time. We've got time.
Oh, yeah. We've just been kind of fucking flowing and going.
Oh, yeah, we're good. We can end it right there. A little tiny bit early, but, you know, the ones ran up late, so.
Yeah.
We'll call it there, folks. Hey, go watch Arcane. Let us know in the comments below about the beard. What was our beard title?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you should have written it down.
Yeah. Like, what?
Beard Enjoyers? Yeah, can you put that in the Discord real quick for me?
So I don't
forget.
Beard Enjoyers?
We want to thank you for joining us on this hour-long adventure. As always, please comment. We don't get, like, any comments, so comment. Anything. It doesn't have to be if you have a beard. It could be just potato. I don't care. I would like to read it. Make me happy. Put a smile on my face if you just leave a little comment. So that'd be cool. But thanks. We're gonna. How the Legos going? How you doing?
I'm getting there. I'm making. Yeah, I'm getting there.
I've progress.
Man.
So we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah, and as always, dog jump off bed.
Philosophy.